And there is now every likelihood that after carrying out the re-authentication of all the names on the most wanted list by the concerned agencies who have contributed to the list, like the CBI, the NIA and the Multi-Agency Coordination Center at the IB. We have Nikunj with us on the phone line. Nikunj, give us more details about what you're hearing.
Harishi, yes, as you were mentioning that there's a very strong likelihood the government of India is now thinking that since they have handed over in a bilateral meeting to the Pakistani Home Secretary a list of 50 most wanted fugitives from the Indian side hiding in Pakistan, the list clearly mentions that. They say that it is diplomatically, ethically and morally more than anything else incumbent on them that once they have found at least 2 people as of now, I would say, God forgive any other further goof up on the entire matter, but at least 2 people they have found living very much in India under Indian judicial authorities, and some people, and one of them actually in the custody of Indian Indian criminal law enforcement agencies. The fact is that they are thinking that once they are clear about the real numbers, about the entire re-authentication process is done by the various contributing agencies, like as you were mentioning, Multi-Agency Coordination Center, the Central Bureau of Investigation, which you were also saying that a probe there is on. Once that process is complete, they are planning to write to the Pakistani Home Secretary Qamar Zaman Chaudhary and informing him that that few people, whatever their number at that stage may be, 2, 3, one can't say right now, but those people have been found to be living under Indian jurisdiction and they are no more wanted and they are no more supposedly in Pakistan. So that's the thought that is there in the government of India's mind, and once that entire re-authentication process is done, Harishi, they surely plan to send a letter to the Pakistani Interior Secretary.
Right, but how long would this process take place? By when will the government be in a position to send a fresh list really to Pakistan?
My own understanding, Harishi, is that a fresh list would not be given, but what they would do is, as you were saying earlier, that since the probe process is on, that probe process, to answer your question, would take somewhere between 7 to 10 days. Various other stakeholders like the state police forces and law enforcement agencies have to be consulted. It would take that much amount of time, 7 to 10 days. And by the end of this month, one can expect Pakistani authorities to receive a letter, Pakistani Interior Ministry to receive a letter from the Indian side. Harishi?
Right. In fact, tell us how easy will it be really for them to, coordinate with the CBI, the NIA and the other coordination centers to ensure that there are no more mistakes that are repeated?
Well, it's going to be a tough task. It's going to be a tricky task. It's not going to be very easy, especially in the light of these mistakes that have now come to light. Because, everyone, once bitten, twice shy is the formula that would apply here, or the adage that would apply here. The problem is that, before handing over the final authenticated list to the government of India, the various agencies would take their own due time and would try and make sure that no goof up happens this time. So it will take time. It's not going to be a very easy process. In any case, these people are absconders of the law, most of them at least. If one were to believe the government of India's version at this stage, these people are absconders of the law, and that would be a little tricky exercise. But nonetheless, they will have to carry out. They are the people who are enforcing law in this country. They are the law enforcement agencies and have the required judicial and criminal powers under the CRPC and the Police Act to sustain such an investigation process. So they will carry out, Harishi, and they will surely, shortly, to my mind, would be in a position to say that this is the final draw.
Right. After 3 major goof-ups in India's most wanted list, the CBI has withdrawn its wanted person list from the website. The list has been withdrawn, of course, temporarily, and it will be reviewed and updated in the database before being posted once again. Meghal, tell us any fresh response really from the authorities? How are they responding? It's really causing a huge embarrassment. A blame game has been on for the past couple of days, but what is the action that's being going to be taken in this case now?
Well, Harishi, both the cases, the first one and the second one. The first one was a case, that was with the Mumbai police. The second one, of course, with the CBI. Now, in this fresh case, what we understand is that, the Mumbai officers of the CBI here, the one that is looking into this particular case, which is the STF, the Special Task Force Office in Mumbai that has the Bombay bomb blast case with them. We've been trying to speak with both the SP and the additional SP. They're the 2 senior officers in this this office. In fact, no one who's more senior than that sits in Mumbai. Other officers are all in Delhi. So we've been trying to speak to both the top officers, but we have got no response whatsoever. We've been trying to get in touch with them since morning, but nothing has come out of the STF CBI office here in Mumbai. There is no statement, there is no clarification, nothing that we are being told about whether the Mumbai office had actually informed the relevant Delhi office about the status of Abdul Rashid Khan after he was arrested by the crime branch, and the custody of this particular accused was given to the CBI. What really happened after that is still vague. There is no clarity on that one. But yes, since the CBI has been seen as taking action yesterday by removing and suspending officers in the Interpol wing, of course, they've at least given the signal out that they have taken action, and now after withdrawing these lists from the website, of course, there's an instruction that has gone to all the different departments of the CBI to update the status of all the accused, and then probably the updated list will see all over again on the website. But yes, now the internal, they are trying to, check where the problem really is lying. But as far as making it clear to the people out large, that has not happened. It's just that they have taken action against 3 officers, but the pinpointing as to at what level the error has happened, that we do not know. Whether the Mumbai office failed in updating the Delhi office, we do not know. Whether the Delhi office was, told about it and still committed the mistake, we do not know about that. But as far as Mumbai is concerned, we are hearing no clarification whatsoever.
Right, now can you tell us a little bit about what the CBI director, Mr. AP Singh, really plans to do? How is he planning to overhaul the entire Interpol wing to set into place systems such that such kind of embarrassment will be avoided?
Well, Harshri, in fact, both these instances has come as a huge embarrassment for the Ministry of Home Affairs. But what you're talking about, now that information is not available with us here in Mumbai. Probably that information will, one can get that information from Delhi. But here in Mumbai, as I've been saying, we haven't really been hearing much. But as far as this latest incident is concerned, I can tell you that we very clearly remember, when Abdul Rashid was apprehended by the crime branch, there was a proper press conference that was taken by the Mumbai crime branch. That's something that was widely covered, and we were told that in a short duration of time, when the crime branch finished the preliminary interrogation of this person, his custody was instantly handed over to the CBI, as the Bombay Bomb Blast case is something that the CBI's STF wing is investigating. What really has happened after that, we do not know. But the overhaul that you're talking about, Harishri, is something that probably Delhi can clarify more on that. Here at the Mumbai level, we do not have much information on that one.